Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Prismata. I'm gonna jump in the queue and go watch a game. This one started just 8 seconds ago. 30 seconds, base plus 11. Goodness gracious. I gotta say, you should probably buy at least one Blast Forge this game. There's a lot of big defenders and good soak in Hannibal, but that's really it in terms of soak, actually. Colossus sort of has trouble with Apollo. Both players obviously starting with normal Dynamo lines. You want an Ebb someday. What's your absorber? Is it Omega? I think you'd rather absorb with Colossus if you can. This is novel. What's with the double forge? I'd rather just get another Dynamo here. I don't know about this drone. I think a Dynamo would have been better. It's effectively buying 2 drones with 1 energy. So unless the player buys no drones here, then I think a Dynamo last turn would have been better. Okay, well, they didn't buy any drones, so I mean, that's an argument that could happen. Maybe it's correct, I don't know. Both players going straight to triple blue on less econ than I expected. I guess there isn't that much soak. But then again, like, I mean, I don't know, Apollo rewards you for rushing triple blue. I sort of thought they were gonna like go into Omegas, but I guess no, it's clearly, well, what exactly are you gonna snipe with your Apollo? Right? Not much, I think. Opponent can just start buying Omegas. And they can grenade mech away a blue if they have too much. They can buy militias instead of splitters. I don't think this Apollo is going to do much. It means the opponent can't get Colossus, but they probably weren't going to anyway, right? I mean, they could just buy it as like 3 Tarsiers or 3 Steel Splitters. It wouldn't be great, but... Why would you drone and buy militia? I guess you still are thinking about your opponent getting Apollo and you don't want to let them have a splitter. I think if they bought an Apollo to kill 1 Steel Splitter, you'd be happy. And you would then switch to militias. So getting this one seems a little silly to me. I guess, though, we're going to be exploiting opponents' Omega Absorb for a while, so maybe militias are just better than Splitter. Yeah, obviously that's true. Okay, I take back what I said. Splitter would have been bad. Alright, we're matched with main GI. Base plus 5, 45 seconds. Not much in the way of attackers. Ferret and Sack, a pretty strong unit here. Also, Mega Drone should be good. I'm not sure about Endotherm Kit. It's kind of cool against Arca, but I feel like they can just get Arca anyway, and if you slow down so much as to get an Endotherm Kit, you might not be able to get the counter Arca you need. And also, like, Xeno is just going to be nuts against Endotherm Kit, so I think Endo is sort of out of the picture, and you just want these 4. With like 1 red for Ferret and Sacks, and 1 blue and 1 green. Something like that. I'm not sure about 3rd NG, actually. I've made the mistake before with Omegas, not Omegas, Xeno Guardians of going too low econ when there's just no other good attacker. Thinking like I can spend all my tech very cheaply. Shouldn't I just have not that many drones? But no, because Xeno is a pretty defensive unit. Arca, I'm not sure. It sort of weighs the game in favor of getting attackers more quickly, right? And so I think something like DA is actually quite reasonable. Also, Megadrone does this as well. You need a third NG eventually for that, but I think DDA is a better way to get started. You can like get one Tarsier and a Ferritin and like some drones. Can you get a conduit with that? I don't remember. Anyway, opponent agrees about being low econ-ish. Do I want this Ferritin sack yet? It might be a little early for getting a Xeno or something. Like, next turn I kind of want a Rhino to deal with these Tarsiers, right? And I want to keep an eye on 4 attack, but I'm just... this might be fine to just grab a wall while continuing to Tarsier up. And not have to invest in a whole Blast Forge just yet. This is so dumb. I can't get a Xeno next turn anyway, I don't have green. Ugh! Am I gonna just lose to like nothing but Tarsiers because I got so caught up in all this other stuff that's available? Feels that way. I don't know, I want more drones. That's my opinion. I'm clearly, I think, not going to give opponent the satisfaction of a Megadrone against this. Like, I'm not going to build a wall into their obvious Megadrone. I'm going to float it and like try to get a Xeno or something, or I'm going to get a splitter, I don't know exactly. God. I don't have any defense. Oh, it would be nice to win a game one day. Sure would. They're just gonna get this sick Megadrone and I'm not. Well. This is so stupid. But I really need green. I need everything. I'm gonna be sick. At least I get to gambit this Rhino. That's something. You should buy a Megadrone, right? Yeah. And they're just gonna buy a Forge next turn and then get an Arca. Oh. So I need to be ready for like very soon to get an Arca, huh? Are all these NGs really necessary, Alan? Come on. I don't think I can get Xeno though, right? Yeah, this has to... Oh boy. This Ferritin sack I almost like can't use next turn. I have to save it for Arca instead. At least I can do that. I'm not going to be able to get a Mega Drone. I'm only going to have 2 Engies. I'm not holding a drone to do it. That would be dumb and bad. Well, I mean, I get to kill a drone. That's something. Are you going to be kind of slow on your 7 attack here? Or on your 2 blue? Just kind of idling on 7 attack for a while doesn't seem all that great, but who am I to talk? I'm like in a terrible shape. I don't even know what I have going for me. I have some green. Yeah, there you go. Just get 2 forges. Sure. I still can't buy Megadrone, so yeah, I mean, your Megadrone gets absorb value, I guess. But I feel like setting up for Arca this coming turn is not all that amazing, since I have such an easy counter Arca. Well, maybe not easy. I guess I do have to sort of go out of my way for it. I could have held a Rhino and not killed that NG. Yeah, maybe that was better. Like, I knew that was an option, but... I mean, like, I don't know. Killing a drone's pretty cool, isn't it? There's no way I can get away with clicking this for a Xeno. I can't even get a forge if I... Well, I mean, let's look at that for a moment. Could I somehow do that? I could. Huh. Okay. I don't know. I'll try it. Six, 7. Yeah. I still threaten the counter Arca. This is looking very bad and dumb. Hold this Rhino. I don't know. It still seems bad, but less bad maybe somehow? Like, I'm losing a Xeno and a Rhino this way. So So I'm adding one attack. I have like 7-ish. I don't know. This honestly is not going as badly as I thought it would be. I feel like next turn I kind of have to get the Arca probably. Was it just last game that I had this horrible, like, never buy Arca thing going? Or was that 2 games ago? I don't remember. I'm not very good at that. I don't understand Arca very well. Yeah, I mean, I think the Arca that I get now is kind of about as good as it's going to get. I just lose 1 Xeno onto it, which is not the worst. I don't even lose that because they're getting their own Arca. So, like, I denied 2 Absorb, they're denying 3 on my counter Arca. That's honestly not too bad. The bigger problem is that they have more Tarsiers than I do. So, like, realistically, they actually attack for 4 less than this. That's 13, 6. Losing a Xeno kind of sucks. Yeah, why am I... Yeah. Now I have 12, 13. I get to save the Ferritin Sack. There's no way I could win with an Endotherm, right? That's just impossible. I think so. Yeah, I'm just like very dead again. I don't like it. They attack for 14. 6, 12. Actually, holding this Rhino is a little better. Costs them a tiny bit of granularity, I think. I mean, manifestly it does, but is that worth delaying the Rhino cash-in? Probably not. This way I get a little bit of extra health and I get to build another NG. I just have so much less stuff. I don't know, I think that might be a good click. Kills a Xeno. But it gives up your own Xeno, I guess. Sort of, maybe. Or 2 rhinos or something. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any way forward here that isn't losing. I don't see any advantages that I have. And the disadvantages are numerous. I don't know, I just got like, I feel like the last several games I've been buying like too many early game like tech sinks instead of just buying attackers. Right, like there was the Steel Forge and Ossified Drone in that one game, and I don't remember what if there were other like super recent games, but yeah, like those 2 games against Unknown, right? I don't remember the details, but I remember I just bought way too few attackers in both of them. Maybe too few drones in one? I don't know. But like here, I don't understand. There's no, like, I wanted to get Xeno, but there was never a time to do it, and I couldn't actually get Megadrone. Like, I timed that wrong again, because I realized at the last minute I didn't have enough engineers. Like, yeah, I can hold back a drone, but is that really good? Sack drone to keep Engie to buy Megadrone? I don't think it's that great. Get out of here, global chat. And like, I was just way behind from missing out on that. Both like the Megadrone and having way fewer Tarsiers. The opponent could like do whatever he wanted at that point. I don't know. I don't know what the right. I guess like this Ferret and Sack was just silly, and I should have droned more. But like player 1 red into player 2 red is not usually all that great. Right, the opponent just had a completely straightforward path into getting the Megadrone, and I feel like if I had been in his shoes, I would have messed it up by getting a Ferret and Sack too early. I guess that's something to keep in mind, is like when you want 4 attack in a hurry, and you're gonna have just mostly red attackers, like you want to be building an even number of Tarsiers, not an odd number, right? So maybe that could be one reason that I could have noticed this Ferret and Sack is bad. But just once again, like not building any attack. I don't understand Arca. Like, I don't know. Was Arca really the problem in this set? Not exactly. But I clearly didn't understand the game, and Arca was one reason. X-Yotsuba, I forget. Oh right, I built too few drones in that one. I didn't really get early game tech sinks in that game, I suppose, but these games against Unknown, like I got deossified and stuff. I think I got nitros too early, maybe. And got Hannibals too early in this game. Or just not enough attack, I don't know. Well, I don't mind losing to X-Yotsuba. He's definitely a stronger player than I am. Main GI, I don't actually know. How strong... How do I even look at the leaderboard? How strong is Main GI anyway? Yeah, rank 77. So, like, I mean, I don't mind losing. Clearly a good player, but I don't know. I guess I've just had an inflated sense of self-worth since my recent lucky streak of wins, and now all these losses are getting to me. I don't want to look at that game anymore. It just feels sad. Let's watch these guys real quick. Wow, we like just had this set, didn't we? Not really, but some of the units in the set. Wow. This is just a brutal abuse of these Hannibals. We got the counter Arca, and now we're gonna kill a Hannibal exactly while holding Arca. Yeah, I mean, the enemy is doing well to click their Arca since it's not going to get defense value anyway, but it's not a great Arca. It's just attacking for 4 instead of defending for 6. It would be really cool to, like, buy more attackers. I guess Tarsiers are fine. Aren't we losing an attacker this way? Like, I feel like a Xeno would have been better than this Tarsier. Because you're not going to be able to have 7 attack without clicking Arca coming up next, right? You can count on your opponent to click their Arca, which means that this line actually loses a key attacker in the plan of dealing exactly 7 damage, right? I mean, we only have 12 defense without losing a Xeno. So suddenly we have to, like, click Arca? Yikes. Yeah, I think these Tarsiers were a bad idea. And, like, we floated 2 blue. I think it would have been better to buy a better attacker with that. Oof. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that, like, those Hannibals getting abused was going to be the end of the world, but it now seems to me that Lorelei has substantially better attack numbers and also more drones. And now can go back to holding Arca, I imagine, right? I don't know about this. I would rather just hold the Arca and, like, get another Xeno and some Tarsiers. Alright, apparently it's a win anyway. Okay, well, I just wanted to look at another game before the end of the episode, sort of cool off a bit from an annoying and frustrating series of losses where I just felt like nothing I did was right and everything I did was bad. Hope you guys are enjoying it, though. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.